Our next guest will be releasing his comedy album from Get Her Done Records and making his television debut. Please welcome the very funny Derrick Stroup.
If you know him, you love him. He was the center of attention, and everybody loved him. So everybody wanted to be friends with him.
Derrick and I met 6th grade Monrovia Middle School playing basketball and PE. It was Derrick, David Sambleton, and myself. We came together and made 3D. We used to tear it up, hoop it up.
Look, they see all this comedy you doing. They see the big redneck white boy from Alabama. They don't know that you really kick it with the black folks for real.
There she is. A original double steak burger with cheese, just the burger. And then I'm also gonna do a
Charge you for the meal, the kids' meal.
yeah.
So I gave you $3.
Yeah. It's not. I wasn't even worried about that. I just wanted a larger Sprite. I wasn't even. He's more upset about it than I am.
Do you want a larger Sprite?
That's all I wanted.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I got you.
Just knowing myself and that guy's energy in there.
Yeah.
That went exactly how it should have gone.
Yeah.
But he knew he's a good employee. He's like what I used to do. He's like, I can't talk to these customers. Rick, somebody help!
You don't just get breaks, but everybody gets a cigarette break. You almost join, for me, I joined like reluctantly. I remember Cantrell being like, you don't even look right. You don't even look normal smoking cigarettes.
That's how I know you real.
Oh yeah, I think that's for a lot of people. If you saw me smoking a cigarette and singing karaoke, I needed, if I was singing The Devil Went down to Georgia, I needed help. We didn't have Ubers back then, but I needed one.
That Uber skit you got?
Yeah, man.
Hit home with me the other day when I was like, yeah.
No, that's the truth.
I've slept with a rug before.
Yeah, that's based on a true story.
Everybody that had different parts of my life, different impacts, different friends, and a lot of them don't live around here anymore. Just the ones I could get to.
Where are you guys meeting?
Mildred's.
Oh, shit.
What a great reaction.
Yeah.
What a great that place is incredible. It's a country buffet.
It's
And-
awesome.
yeah,
It's just of all.
Everybody's reaction has been that way. I think Brandon Gibbs he said, my God, is it open still?
I think Alabama's one of 2 states that does not have a lottery. You can't play Powerball, can't do anything.
Oh, wow.
So that's when my husband and I go play the lottery. This is so redneck. When we drive to Tennessee, because Mildred's is right on the border of Tennessee.
Okay.
So they can go do a couple scratch offs
You
and
can go to
Yeah.
Mildred's.
Mildred's is the
That
excuse.
is a Friday
Well,
night, buddy.
hell, we're this close to the state line. We might as well cross it.
3rd grade. He was a new kid from West Virginia. I was basically the little runt of the class. And it's like a movie. I was on the playground one day, and I was getting bullied by a couple, like 2 or 3 of our classmates. And they were giving it to me. I was on the ground, and I had dirt all over me, whatever. I looked up, and the first time I ever seen there was like a stealthy Army Ranger came out of nowhere. Snatches you boys up by the collars, starts working them, just patches of the last one on the ground, and then picked me up, dusted me off. That's all she wrote. We were basically peas and carrots ever since that.
His principal's still paddling.
We'll ask. I'm going to tell a story about it.
Okay.
About one time getting paddled on stage.
Yeah.
Like one time getting paddled. I'm going to tell it like,
Okay.
yeah, you said on stage.
But Mr. Brown looked up my mother's number on his Rolodex, like you did in 1998. And he called Stacy at work. And he said, hey, Stacy, Derrick doesn't have his report here at school, and he's sold me on the fact that it is for sure at home. So I was wondering if I could give him a ride to the house so we could grab it. No, can y'all imagine the panic? Can y'all imagine? Because in my head, I'm like, well, thank goodness it's against the law for the principal to drive me home, but it's not, and it wasn't. And we got in Mr. Brown's truck, and we drove down to Nick Davis Road. And we pulled up to my house, and I'll never forget the panic. I mean, pulling into the driveway of my home, I ran inside. I sat down. I'll never forget, I had an art table. I sat down, and I started to write. and I thought, he's going to have to hold on just a minute, because I'm going to have to knock out 1,000 words. And then I got smart. I knew I had to think on my feet. I went over to my underwear drawer, and I put on every pair of underwear that I had. Promise you, I started with the tightest ones and worked my way up. And then I put on my biggest pair of pants I had. And I walked out to that truck. I'm not kidding y'all. I walked out to that truck, and I got in that truck, and I was like, hey, I can't find it. And we went back to this office, and we walked into that back room, and he was like, I'm going to have to give you 3 licks. And, I was leaning into it. I go, oh, well, that's tough. That's tough, man. I hate to hear that. I wish I was prepared, And I'll never forget, I bent over on this desk, and he hit me with that first lick, and there was no sound almost. I mean, it was like hitting a comforter pad. And then he hit me again, and he hit me a 3rd time, and I walked out, and I'll never forget, Rita was working at the front desk. I'm pretty sure that was her name. She was the secretary, and she didn't love me, but I walked out, and she goes, that didn't sound like any paddling I've heard before. And those are some of the stories from my childhood that I still keep with me. I tell people I've got a camera guy with me we're touring around Harvest. I'm showing him some of the places. I'm really proud of where I'm from. This is such a unique area. I tell people, growing up in the lunch line in school, half the kids' parents were farmers, the other half were rocket scientists. You don't find that demographic anywhere. I mean, it's such an interesting place. Some of the smartest people you've ever met trying to kill a deer so bad.
Is he a better comedian or better athlete?
It depends on which athlete you're talking about. Currently, he's a comedian, but 7th, 8th grade, he's Christian Leitner, so I don't know if he told a better joke than he could do an up and under. He was a great basketball player, so I don't know. That's a pretty tough question. His peak basketball skills versus peak comedy, I'm gonna have to go comedy because we still haven't seen his best yet.
I'm trying to be gluten-free the last month. I think my streak is messed up for a little bit.
Yeah, you don't stand a chance. You might as well just dive in head first, though.
I'm trying to prevent brain fog.
Yeah.
Present,
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong.
Here's one of the best parts about coming to Mildred's is the soft served, okay? Look at your options over here. We got some broke up M&Ms, some sprinkles. We're gonna go after. This guy's a pro. He's getting a little bit of cake with the ice cream. That's a pro move right there. Nice.
Getting all you can on a little bowl.
Getting all you can in a little bowl. Yeah. Here we go. Drop it on down. You can't, it's probably been the same machine the whole 30 years I've been coming here. And then you come right over here. You see this right here? I'm a sprinkles guy from way back. You see that? And that's all you need right there. Maybe a little bit of this. Maybe a little bit of this. There we go. Doesn't have to be your birthday to have a good time, Jeff. I'm excited. Oh, excuse me. Come on, dog. Come on. This is a great thing about, thank you so much, that they don't tell you as an, okay, Cantrell. Look how your hands are laying on. He's over here telling me, you're jealous. You're jealous. Boy, this guy's jealous. You see this.
It's weird for him, like they don't understand.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy.
You know somebody forever, they on TV all of a sudden.
It is. I love it. All right, homie. Well, I'll holler at you here soon, buddy. Love you, buddy. All you can eat buffet 7 days a week.
You gonna snap that picture?
Oh, he already got that. He don't need it.
Look at this right here next to it. Weight loss.
What a diabolical sign.
Right out, on your way.
Oh, that's my song.
About this pimp and wanna ride down the strip and Bentley rolls on these throws, just a month of Bentley, you see me glistening. Windows down, bumping systems. It's out here hating, keep on hating because I ain't listening.
The end of the song is the best part.
We couldn't put that on there.
Here, I know I sound like a bowl of gravy to y'all. I'm originally from Hartford.